Hi, I'm Paul Heaps. I'm from Real Property Management, Southwest Michigan. And today we are going to talk about what are the costs when owning a rental property. One thing you need to keep in mind when you own a rental property is that it's a business, and like any business, you're going to have costs associated with it. So today I'm just going to run through what some of those costs might be. And again, please keep in mind they'll vary based on the type of property, depending on whether it's a single family home or duplex or multifamily property. But typically your biggest expense outside of your mortgage will be property taxes. And also keep in mind in the state of Michigan, your property taxes as a rental will be significantly higher than they would be if you lived there yourself. So if you have a rental home or a home that you're going to be moving out of and turning it into the rental, property taxes are definitely a big consideration moving forward. So next up is insurance. Obviously, anytime you own a property, you want to have it well insured. If it's a single family house, insurance rates usually aren't too much different from when you live there yourself. And then it just varies going up there based on if it's a duplex or multifamily and that type of thing. Typically, you'll have some utility costs, and those utilities, if it's a single family house, most of the time will be borne by the tenant, but you will have some utilities while it's vacant, or if it's a multifamily, sometimes you'll be paying for the heat and that type of thing. So utilities can be expensive depending on what type of property you have. Repair costs is another one that you want to keep in mind, and this will vary greatly by property. For single family homes, we recommend you budget about a month and a half's worth of rent per year for repairs and upkeep. Depending on the property, it might not be that much. Some properties it could be more than that. Age plays a big role in that, and also whether it's a multifamily or single family and that type of thing. So, and then finally, your last two, you've got management expenses. Obviously, if you hire an outside agency to manage it for you, there are expenses in there, although those expenses, again, are tax deductible. If you manage it yourself, you still have your own time that you need to kind of factor in when you're figuring your expenses for your property. And then finally, the last expense is vacancy, and this is really usually the biggest expense. And when you hire a property manager like us that can turn over the property, usually this is the biggest area that we can help you reduce to keep your vacancy expenses to a minimum. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Again, my name is Paul Heaps. I'm from Real Property Management, Southwest Michigan.